Okay, here's what I want to do today. Let's take a journey, and I want to show you every new construction community here in Royse City. I'm going to show you who's building there, where it's located, see if we can hit them all, price points, all the good stuff. Let's journey on. Come on, let's go get in the car. That'll be fun. All right, by my count, I think we have 13 or 14 different communities to go look at that are being currently built in varying price points, starting right at about 300, running up to really 800,000 or 900,000 here in Royse City. So let's see if we can hit all of them today and show you some really good time. Here we go. Here we have Woodland Creek. Builders out here include Pacesetter, Union Main. This community is on closeout. I think both of these builders have something close to somewhere between 10 and 14 homes left. Most of their homes are on the ground. Fun story, Union Main actually has a couple of lots left, so if you're looking for a ground up construction lot, this could be where to go. What I like about this community is it's all 60 and 70 foot lots, so larger lots. You have a third car garage option. I'm gonna spin you around, kind of show you some of the construction that's happening. All of these homes are still available. Some really great incentives because both of these builders are trying to be done out here. They're trying to get to their next project. So like I said, 60 and 70 foot lots, price point, high threes. I think they got a couple right at 389, maybe a couple even a little bit lower than that, through high fours. So this is Woodland Creek. No mud, no PID, which is a benefit to you. Like I said, Pacesetter, Union Main, both really good quality builders. Can't go wrong with either one of those. If you're looking for a community, this is right off of FM 35, right past Buc-ee's, right past the high school, right across from where the eventual third middle school is going in for Royse City. So there's a ton of opportunity happening out here. Because they're so close to the end, you could get a really great deal if you're looking for it. Just up the road on FM 35, we have DeBerry Reserve. Out here you'll find Gravity, Astoria, Trophy, and Meritage. This community is probably pretty close to closeout. I think they've got almost everything on the ground. So maybe the potential for a few build jobs with some of these builders. I know Meritage has all of their stuff on the ground. Trophy and Astoria may have a few opportunities for builds. Price point out here is gonna be starting about 330 and run up to about 450, 460. You're gonna get the amenity centers, playground, park. They have no mud, no PID, so that's gonna be helpful in terms of your taxes. That was the Meritage model home, so you can kind of see we're getting close to being done. So again, all of these builders, they're gonna have some good incentives for you as well. Again, just right up 35, FM 35 here in Royse City. This is DeBerry Reserve. We like Meritage. We've talked about them before. They're good for their radiant barriers, their spray foam insulation. Trophy has kind of a unique look. You can always really tell a Trophy home. They're a little bit more modern on the outside, modern on the inside. Astoria is another great builder. Haven't done a lot with them yet, but they're good to look at. They're really breaking in here in the North Texas market. And then of course we have Gravity Homes over there. So if you're thinking you're looking for something affordable, these are gonna be 40 and 50 foot lots on a community that's on closeout. So some potential here in DeBerry Reserve. Right across the road from DeBerry Reserve, literally, DeBerry Reserve is right there. We have a new community called Ridgepark. This is being built by GFO and Kindred. GFO already has their model on the ground. Kindred's working on theirs. We have a full tour on our YouTube channel of this model home. This is a 1 acre lot community. It looks like there's gonna be about 50, 60 homes or so. One acre lot community. Like I said, GFO, Kindred. Price point on these is honestly, it's gonna be a little expensive. GFO, I think, has 4 floor plans that they're building out here, and that floor plan starts, I think, at about 600 plus the lot premium. Last I looked on their inventory sheet, they had some spec homes that they were building that they were pricing out between 700,000 and 800,000. It's a lot, I know, but it's a 1 acre lot community. GFO builds a beautiful, beautiful home. But if you want to spend 700,000 or 800,000, that's what it's going to get you out here in Royse City. I got a couple other communities I could show you that might be a little bit better and a little bit cheaper. Maybe stick around, we'll catch those. So GFO, again, right off FM 35 with Kindred here in Ridgepark in the 1 acre lot communities. All right, follow me now to Creekshaw. No, seriously, follow me to Creekshaw. That's their thing. I'm gonna show you the brand new pool, amenity center, playground. So this is just up the other direction on FM 35. Creekshaw has some of my favorite builders in it. It's got Highland, it's got David Weekley, it's got K. Hovnanian. You can see they're working hard finishing up phase 1. They still have a few homes here left on the ground in phase 1. Over there, over that ridge, that's phase 2 and 3. They are moving dirt like crazy. This is gonna be a massive community. I think there's 1,000 plus homes planned for this area. This is just on the other side of 30, right behind Buc-ee's. So it's a little too cold to get in the pool today, but we'll take a shot of that. These homes here are all gonna be 40 and 50 foot lots. Price point, roughly high 3s to high 4s. When I looked at their inventory sheets, all the builders had a couple things in that like 380, 390 to about 450 range as of right now. All 3 of those builders have really different incentives, but they're all really good incentives. I think Highland right now is doing 20K, David Weekley is doing 20 toward closing costs or interest rate buy downs. All of them have the ability to take on a build project, so ground up, pick your dirt, plan it out for the next phase, as well as get some in potentially in this phase that could close later this year, or pick up a quick move in. So Creekshaw is gonna be a good one to take on. Really beautiful homes and some really high quality builders. Not to be confused with Creekside. Creekshaw, why did they let them name both of those so similar in the same city? I have no idea, they didn't consult me, but we'll get to Creekside in a minute. So I will say, for a lot of people, they look at like a 40-foot product and they're like, man, that's just really, really small, even a 50-foot. And I would say, yeah, it's kind of personal preference. You definitely probably want to get out and walk it and just kind of, I mean, it's not bad, but you're definitely not going to have massive, massive yards. So it's just one of those things, you get out and walk it. A lot of builders seem to be going to that product line of 40 and 50 feet, especially in this like 300 to 400 price range. It allows them to get more homes in, and some people love it. Obviously, people are buying it, and so that's just one of those things to be mindful of as you're looking at communities. Look at those lot sizes. Look at can you live with that? Do you feel like it's okay? Do you feel like you have enough space? Something to consider. Let's head over to a bigger lot community in the Meadows of Morgan Creek. It's a really, really far drive. I promise you, it's going to take a long time. So I told you this would be a really long drive. There's Creekshaw. There's the Meadows of Morgan Creek. We went right across FM 35. This is a community, they're pretty close to closing out. All of these are gonna be Altura homes. You do have a 3rd car garage option because these are gonna be a little bit larger lots. So as you can see, that's a 3rd car there, that's a 3rd car there. You've got a little bit more space, so these get back up into the 50, 60, and 70 foot lots with Altura. They're another really good builder. They've got another community out here that's got a little bit bigger of lots. Sorry, we're doing construction. It's part of the job.
One hour later.
Just gonna wait.
2 hours later. 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Meadows Morgan Creek is all going to be built by Altura. Like I said, it's on closeout. Pricing point out here starts at about 400. and then runs up to about 490 or so, give or take. Again, with them being close to being done, you might be able to get some good potential on a move-in ready home. They've also got a couple more lots that look like haven't been marked yet that they could potentially build on. So if you're looking for something with a little bit of a larger lot right off of 30 with a 3rd car garage option, this could be a good fit as well. Time for a quick lunch stop in our journey through every single new construction community in Royse City. Had to leave Royse City, go to Rockwall, and get the Lord's Chicken, because why would you not? I love Chick-fil-A. So we're gonna take a break, and then we'll be back to checking out more homes. I've got golf course homes. I've got secret communities that don't even have a name yet that I wanna show you that you wanna know about. Let's keep going. Okay, we've made it back from lunch. Had my Chick-fil-A. The sun has come out, the wind has picked up, and we've made it to the golf course. I told you I'd make it out here. So we are at Stone River. This is the Bloomfield development. They've only got a handful of homes left in this development. These are right on the golf course. So you've got, homes that overlook tee boxes, greens, fairways, you name it. You're gonna find it here on the golf course. Larger lots, so 60, 70, even some 80-foot lots. 3rd car garages. This entire community is gonna be Bloomfield. Like I said, it is on closeout. Average price point out here is high 4s to mid to high 5s. So could be a really great option if you're looking to live on the golf course. It also gets you a discount on your membership if you want to play golf. Obviously you still have to have a membership, or you have to buy a tee time to play, but living in this community does get you a discount on that. I want to give you a little secret. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to point right over there. When we came in off the road, you see all the green pipe going in. That is another Bloomfield development coming out here to Royse City. Plan is probably for the end of the year, maybe first part of 2024, that they'll be pre-selling that. So we don't have a name yet, we don't have pricing yet. I just know it's gonna be a Bloomfield development. So if you're looking for Bloomfield homes on a golf course with some really good incentives, this would be your stop. We've seen so many great things today. New construction in Royse City. I could show you almost anything you want. But here's the thing, we're not done. I've got more to show you. So come on, let's go. Well, we've made it out to, I think probably right now, the largest community, one of the largest communities in Royse City, maybe not the largest, and probably the least expensive. This is Verandah. Out here you've got Syntex, Lennar, M&I, and DR Horton. So this is a massive community that they are adding on to, continuing to build out the next phase. They just opened a elementary on-site in the community. I'm gonna turn you around. We'll walk this way a little bit. You can kind of see all the school buses coming from that way. So on-site elementary school just opened, so that's a plus. This is also gonna be kind of in terms of one of the more affordable communities. These pricings, they're starting, each of these builders is starting high 2s, low 3s. Got a client closing here in a couple weeks, right at about 290. So that's a plus side. One thing you got to be aware of with these, with Syntex, M&I, DR Horton Express, Lennar, all of those, you're not going to get to pick any options. These are like DR, this is the Express line for DR Horton, similar for all of these other builders that are still building out here. What you see is what you get, and pretty much every home has the same, minus the floor plans, it's going to have the same flooring, same color cabinets, same countertops, pretty much across the board. So there's not a lot to choose from in terms of packages. So that's where you kind of got to weigh out, hey, am I getting a cheaper house, but I'm getting to pick less? And if that's important to you, there are houses available out here that we can look at. This community is going to continue to grow. I think there's plans for probably 1,000 homes, which is a lot, but Royse City as a whole is growing. So but again, I think that's where we kind of talk about, I think there may be some better options in terms of you spend a little bit more. We're gonna go look at another Meritage community here shortly. I think in that similar price point, there might be a little bit better quality, but just giving some opinion. We're doing this vlog style, so let's go drive around and then we'll check out another community. Just past Verandah, coming back in toward downtown Royse City, we have Valor Farms. This is a D.R. Horton community, specifically a D.R. Horton Express community. It's gonna have very similar pricing to what we were talking about in Verandah. Again, on that Express product, the benefit, lower price point, and it's typically done a lot faster. D.R. Horton Express is a mass-produced product. Downside, you're not gonna get to pick anything. You maybe get to pick your brick, but we personally bought a Horton Express a few years ago. We didn't pick any countertops, cabinets, flooring, nada. No upgrades, which is part of why they're priced the way they are, part of why they can build them so quickly, they can close them quickly. We can talk ad nauseum about D.R. Horton and all the other things, but again, another community to take a look at, Valor Farms, and this is all D.R. Horton. And you can see they've still got a ton of lots up here around the front, a ton more on the back, and homes that are could be contract from the ground up, as well as be stepped in on a contract as they're being close to finished. So, ready to keep going? Earlier we did Creekshaw. Now let's go do Creekside. Again, confusing. We're gonna head there next. Creekside is our next stop. We have made it to Creekside, not Creekshaw, Creekside. I guess we're calling this the creek. Definitely the creek. The pool, the playground. So out here we have Highland, Trophy, and Guian. I didn't mean to say Guian negatively. I was just saying Guian. Highland, Trophy, Guian. You can always tell, some of these builders, they have such a unique design. So Trophies, you can always tell, and Highlands, you can always tell that's who they are. All three really great builders. Would recommend building with any of them. They have, all three have homes on the ground that could close quickly. In this first phase you saw as we drove in, you've got a whole second phase movement over there coming in. It's gonna be another big, massive community. All three have lots that could be built on, with a 4 to 7 month build time. Price point out here, so these are gonna be 40 and 50 foot lots as well. Price point out here is high 3s into the mid to high 4s. 360 to about 490 or so, depending on lot, floor plan, size, things like that. Guys, I think we're over halfway there. It's been a long journey. Over halfway there. We got to head back to the other side of 30. So we are right down 66 from downtown Royse City right now. We're gonna head back to the other side of 30. Got a couple more communities to do, a couple more exciting things you want to stick around and see. So let's keep going. Let's take a quick second to park in Parkside. We are right off Irby Campbell, just past the Walmart on the other side of 30. This community is gonna be Meritage and Trophy Signature. You see we've still kind of got homes going in over there. The pool and amenity centers are all back there. They've got a few things that they're finishing up over there. And then across the street, actually on Irby Campbell, they've got phase 3. So this one's coming together quite nice. It's almost done, not quite. There's still got a little ways to go. So if you're wanting something in that lower, low mid 3s, to about 400 price point, this could be a good fit. We've talked earlier about Meritage and how I feel about them, their radiant barrier, the spray foam insulation at a lower price point. I think they're a really good buy. Same thing on a Trophy home. Just personally, their style's a little bit unique. So you just kind of got to understand that that's what you're getting when you look at Trophy. We talked about that again on the first part of our journey when we were in, where were we? We were DeBerry. So gives you kind of an idea here. Both of these builders have homes on the ground that could close quickly. But everything, I think, it has been started. So you're not gonna get a full custom to be built option, but you could probably get in on the front side of a contract. But from what I remember and talking to these sales reps, everything has been started. Both these builders build in packages, so most of those packages have probably already been picked, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of customization, although they have tons of different packages, which means your neighbor's house is not gonna look like, your house is not gonna look like your neighbor's house. So that's a plus comparative to where we were in Valor Farms and Verandah, where all of those are gonna be the same at a little bit cheaper price point. So we've made it over here. We're gonna keep coming back up 30 and hit another community. You want a place to escape to? How about a Waterscape? My jokes are not very good. Maybe they'll get better one day when I become a dad. I don't know. But anyway, this is Waterscape. I think this is probably the biggest community in Royse City. If not, I think it's really close between them and Verandah, to be honest. Most of these builders are getting ready to do their second phase. We've got a stunning lineup of builders out here. You've got Impression, Bloomfield, Highland, Tri-Point, History Maker. I forget somebody? I think that's St. Vincent. Super stacked lineup, almost up in ants. Super stacked lineup when it comes to builders. All of them have some quick move-ins available. They're building the whole next phase down toward the backside. This is gonna continue to be a huge community, massive amenity center. Pricing out here for a 40, 50, 60, a few 70-foot lots is gonna run you in the mid to high fours. They're advertising on their signs, homes starting in the 300s. They might start there, but by the time you do upgrades, lot premiums and things like that, it's gonna be in the low fours on up, I would guess, on a home sale out here. So again, all of them have some quick move-ins, all of them have lots that you could build on and build part of the next phase. There's rumor that somewhere along this road, somewhere out here, there's gonna be another elementary school. I don't know how true that is. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's just rumor. I would love to know, because I think all the people out here in Waterscape would appreciate that. You get a really interesting vibe. So like you get all these brick homes, Impression, Highland, Bloomfield are all brick. And then you find the History Maker homes and they are full siding, which is a very unique product. It really stands out in a sea of all brick homes. So if you're wanting something that's a little bit different and you're wanting like a full siding home, that would be a History Maker. We could definitely look at that and getting you into one of those. Guys, I think we have maybe 4, maybe 5. Let's see, more communities. I told you it was gonna be a fun journey today. Let's keep going and see what else we can find. If you're looking for a community that you could be one of the first families to live in, I can show you Ambergrove, built by Century. This is gonna be a smaller community. We're just up the road from Waterscape, headed back toward 30. So smaller community, this is all Century. At one point, I think it was planned to be Century and be Trophy. I don't know what happened there, but it's just gonna be Century. There's not really plans for an amenity center, so the HOA is not gonna be massive. These are gonna kind of price out in the high 3s. Century as a whole is relatively new, not as a builder, but relatively new to the DFW marketplace. They've got a community in Forney. They've got this one coming in Royse City. I think we like them. We see what's coming and what could be a good thing. So like I said, pricing out in the mid to high 3s, a little bit smaller of a community. Directly right over there, that's actually Frost Farms. I could show you Frost Farms, but they've only got like 2 homes left. It's a Meritage community. If you're interested in that, we could definitely take a look, but there's not a lot to show you in terms of what's happening still in Frost Farms. But this is a community, nobody lives here yet. These are the first homes that are being built, and these all still show to be available. So nobody has moved in yet. So if you're wanting to be one of the first people to move in and get one of the best deals, because the best deals are always found when you're first or you're last. And if you're not first, you're last, because Ricky Bobby said that.
If you ain't first, you're last.
this could be a good option. So Century, I've reviewed them on the channel. I got a couple different tours from out here and from the community in Forney. If you're looking at that, you could definitely go check it out. We'll link those all probably down below in the description. Well, we have made it to our last stop. It has been a journey today as we have zigzagged all over Royse City looking at all these different new construction communities. I think I've hit all of them. I may have missed a couple, and if I did, I'm so sorry. I know we've missed some full custom builders, but that's kind of a different category. I want to finish today with a semi-custom builder. It's a little bit out here off the beaten path. I am just south of 276. This is the Landon community. It's about 19 homes that are gonna be 1.5 acre lots, built by a smaller construction group or a smaller construction company called Royse Construction. We'll have links to them all down in the bio. This price point, oh crap, there's the mud. Price point wise, they're gonna be in that 600, 700, 800 range. So similar to what we looked at Ridgepark with GFO and Kindred. I think this might be a little bit better. So they've sold a few of these. I'll give you kind of an idea. Actually, I want to head inside on these and just see if he's got it unlocked. So like I said, 1.5 acres, minimum probably 2,400 up to about 3,300 square foot. 19 of these houses, and again, they are beautiful. High ceilings, beautiful cabinets. With a smaller builder, you're definitely gonna get some higher end finish outs, some more unique things. So for example, you've got the vegetable washing station in the island here, but you've also got the big deep sink here that looks back out of the window. Beautiful fireplace. So these houses are in the, like I said, this is the Landon, this is the Royse construction group. Guys, we've seen so many cool houses today. There's so much opportunity for new construction in Royse City in almost every price point. Really starting in that low 300s, moving up to, you know, 6, 7, 8. Of course, we could look at fully custom builds, but that's not the purpose of this video. So thank you so much for journeying with me today. Here's what I would tell you. I love selling new construction as a realtor. It's one of my favorite things to get to do. I help families all over the Metroplex buy, sell, build new construction, but especially in Royse City, where me and my wife live. I really appreciate helping families here in this community or find their way into our community. So if I can help you in any way, contact information is gonna show up right down here. Thanks so much for journeying with me today. I got in the mud a little bit, gotta go wash the truck. Reach out, I'd love to help you. Contact information was there. You can find time to book in my calendar in the description down below. If I missed something or you have questions, leave them in the comments. I respond to all of those. Love just having that conversation. Again, just wanna be helpful. Hope you enjoyed our video. We'll see you on the next one. Guys, have a great day. Bye for now.